My mother insisted my brother was possessed, so she made us sleep with the lights on for years. When I finally found her medical records, I realized she wasn't afraid of him. She was hiding what she'd already done to me. I'm 28 now. My brother Levi is 25. Growing up, Mom treated him like a ticking time bomb. No closed doors, no darkness. Lights on 24/7 because the shadows make him worse. She'd whisper to relatives that something was wrong with him, that he had these episodes only she could see. Dad left when I was 7. Said he couldn't watch her destroy Levi anymore. I stayed. I believed her. I was the good son who protected Mom from my dangerous little brother. Last month, Mom had a stroke. While cleaning her house, I found a locked filing cabinet in the basement. Inside were medical records going back 20 years, but none of them were Levi's. They were mine. Hospital admission forms from when I was 4, surgery consent papers, post-operative notes for procedures I didn't remember, prescription records for medications I never knew I took. Then I found her journal entry dated 3 weeks after the surgery. They're asking too many questions about why I requested the procedure. I told them he kept hurting himself. They believed me, but Levi saw me give him the pills that made him sick. He was only 2, but his eyes knew. I need to make everyone believe he's the problem, not me. My hands went numb reading the next entry. Started the light protocol today. If they're always watching each other, they won't remember what happened in the dark. I kept digging. Found a letter from Dad I'd never seen. It was addressed to me, dated the day he left. Your mother won't let me take you. The courts believed her. I'm so sorry I can't protect you from her. When you're old enough to understand, call me, please. There was a phone number. I'd spent 21 years thinking he abandoned us. I found something else. A hospital bill from 2 years ago. A psychiatric evaluation for Mom. The diagnosis was clear. Factitious disorder imposed on another. Munchausen by proxy. But this evaluation wasn't court-ordered or required. She'd gone voluntarily. She knew exactly what she was, and she never stopped. Beneath that was a receipt from a medical supply company, dated 6 months ago. The items made my blood run cold. Pediatric sedatives, syringes, medical restraints, all shipped to her address. That's when I noticed the second folder in the cabinet. This one had Levi's name on it. Inside were photos, dozens of them. Levi as a teenager with bruises he'd blamed on skateboarding. Levi at 12 with a black eye he said came from a bully. Levi at 15 in what looked like a hospital gown, unconscious. And then I found the intake forms. 3 psychiatric hospitalizations for Levi between ages 13 and 16, all initiated by Mom, all claiming he was a danger to himself and others, all mysteriously dropped after 72-hour holds, but the dates lined up with something else. I grabbed my old journals from a box upstairs. Every time Levi was hospitalized, I'd written about feeling violently ill, stomach problems, vomiting, dizziness. Mom always said it was just a flu. She was dosing me while Levi was locked away and couldn't see. My phone rang. It was the hospital. Mom was awake and asking for me. I called Levi first. He answered on the first ring. Do you remember me being sick as a kid? I asked. Long silence. Then, Mom said I imagined it, that I was making things up because I was jealous of you. What do you remember? You screaming in the bathroom, her holding you down. She told me you were having nightmares, but his voice broke. You were awake, weren't you? Yeah, I whispered. I was awake. There's something else, he said. I never told you this because I thought I was crazy. But when I was 16, in that last hospital stay, I met another kid. His mom visited sometimes. She and our mom knew each other. They'd talk in the hallway like old friends. My stomach dropped. What was his name? Cameron. He died 3 months after I met him. They said it was organ failure, but he was healthy when I knew him. His mom told everyone he'd been sick his whole life. I hung up and drove to the hospital. Mom was alone in her room, staring at nothing. I dropped the folders on her lap. What did you do to me? She didn't look surprised, just tired. I needed people to stop asking why you were always sick, she whispered. That first doctor figured it out before I could switch hospitals. So I made everyone believe Levi was disturbed. Kept the lights on so you'd all focus on him instead of remembering what happened when it was dark. And the recent medical supplies? I asked. Her face went pale. You weren't supposed to find those. Who were they for, Mom? She turned away. Your sister's daughter is so beautiful. 4 years old. Same age you were when we started. I hadn't spoken to my sister in 3 years. Not since she cut everyone off without explanation. I walked out and immediately called her. She answered crying before I said a word. She's been asking to take Natalie overnight, my sister sobbed. I kept saying no, but I didn't know why. I just felt wrong about it. Levi and I got coffee yesterday for the first time in 8 years without her between us. He looked at me and said, I spent my whole life thinking I was broken.